Okay, yeah, I got the screen.
Alrighty, audio is good.
Okay, welcome back, nerds, to another episode of Natural Nerds, where a large group of friends that became family and live all over the country refuse to let that stop us from doing what we love. Tonight, we're back in Curse of Strahd, the haunted lands of Barovia, with the Tinder Beetles. So, tonight's quote, I'd like to do that before we do our recap. After the battle, few can remember the shout that changed the tide. So, that being said, during combat tonight, any creature may take a standard action to give another creature a free melee attack.
Okay, sorry, can you repeat that?
The quote or the effect?
The effect?
Any creature may take a standard action to give another creature a free melee attack.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Alright, so, that being said, I would like all of my players to roll 1d8, please. And I will go down the line. Ainslee.
That would be a 5.
Okay. Pendragon.
5.
Okay. Myra. You are muted if you are speaking.
She said it's a 2. She dropped.
Okay, no problem.
There we go. Yeah,
Maxwell?
I fixed it.
Cool.
3.
Okay. And Valen.
That's a 4. That would be
That was a 4. Valen, if you could please do the recap for us tonight.
It would be my utmost honor, DM. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, we all saved Myra from becoming a tree. Ainslee and Pendragon, well, they needed to save Pendragon from being a vampire, and then, to my knowledge, they knocked themselves the fuck out. After some quick thinking on my part, by splashing some water on their faces, they were woken to a lot more, I guess, flesh and blood? Living state, that's it. After some stories on my part were exchanged, we bed down and, well, I got hazed for the night, not only by, well, the group itself, but by extension, the Tinder Beetle, in which everyone gets shit on. Well, anyway, we just so happened to pick up, I guess, after our long rest, and that's the road so far. Actually, yeah, the road so far.
Excellent. So, we come to the party after having a hearty breakfast of potatoes, various meats that have been hunted using the fire from the winter splinter tree. The evening before, having seen figures in the fog, this morning, the fog starts to claw its way around you. Ever thick, perpetually present and haunting. It starts to drizzle. You can feel that the day is going to be long. Covered by clouds, covered by the fog, difficult to see. How do you guys proceed? Where would you guys like to go? I will take you over to the main map, as I'm sure you pull it out of your bags.
As we're looking, should I do the whisper thing? I say to the group.
Well, that seems to be up to you, Pendragon.
Well, you know how this fog can be at sometimes. I think I will.
Okay.
And that's to Ainslee, Myra, Max, and Valen. For 7 hours. So we have psionic whispers for 7 hours.
Valen is up eating in his, I guess you'd say, crow's nest. He thinks to himself, this is Valen broadcasting on an open channel. I have a question for the group. Does this fog always hang on like this?
Frankly, more often than we'd like, and tends to have really bad things in it.
Aye, sometimes it's the devil. Well,
Well,
I think perhaps we should get a move on.
And we wanted to go south, yes, to see what's transpiring
Aye.
down there with this plague or whatever.
I believe the tree said south and to the east. There was a bridge that we came across down there, right? I think perhaps we should move east from there.
He's speaking about that bridge that we camped under previously, right?
Hey, and I'm gonna point on the map to the bridge, of which I am pinging. Right there, if I recall.
lovely.
Well, I suggest we all pack up and head towards. I'll take point if anyone doesn't mind.
We'll bring up the rear.
Oh, you beat me to it. Fine, I'll be in front with Pen.
About how long of a travel was it to there? If any of you recall.
Well, a lot has happened since then.
To be honest, I wasn't really paying attention. Too busy running for our lives.
I was not here.
I just to be safe, I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace. So, I say, well, just to be safe, and I'm gonna do a little hand movements and spirit fingers, and we're gonna get just a shimmering field of green and purple surrounding us that helps us move a wee bit more silently and leave no tracks. So everybody will get a +10 to stealth rolls.
Much appreciated, Ainslee.
And when she does that, I'm going to mentally tell Bagheera to scout outwards around us. Just keep a good eye at a little more of a distance.
Okay. Okay, so her and I guess let me pull. You know what? Let me pull her token on. Eh, That's okay. Okay, so that being said, Pendragon, Valen, and Bagheera are taking point, correct? Bagheera a little bit away from the party.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. Will you be moving at a stealthy pace or a normal pace?
Stealthy.
That's the name of the
Okay.
game, DM.
Okay. So, the 4 miles in this fog, especially with a stealthy pace, will take about 2.5 hours. Okay. So, that being said, I would like perception checks from Bagheera. Pendragon and Valen, you can either do separate checks or one of you can do with advantage. And then I would also like one perception check from the rear guard.
Okay, I was confused with all of those checks. Are we rolling stealth first?
uh, yeah. Actually, roll stuff first. It's fine.
Right.
I got ahead of myself.
I was just like, but are we even okay to do that? Oh, that's a natural 20. For a
Okay.
plus whatever Ainslee gave us, it's a 35 for me.
Oof. Okay. I will go down the rest of the line. Honestly.
Yep. Stealth check.
Yes, please.
Okay. Thank goodness for Pass Without a Trace. That's a 22.
Okay. Pendragon.
So you know how I can roll that with advantage and stuff. So the first one
I
was a
do.
natural 1.
Mhm,
Right. Second one was a natural 20. So
Okay.
that is
Oh,
a 35 plus 10, so max stealth, baby, 45.
Oof.
still puts me to
That-
shame. I love it.
That went a lot better than I thought you were going to present it. Good to know. Myra.
Yep, I got it. That'll be a 35.
35. Okay.
Man.
Maxwell.
Pendragon and I are twinning, and thank the gods for advantage. Mine was also a natural 1, but I got a 34 on the second. So,
Okay. Yeah, you do have advantage because of your boots of elven kind. Okay, so that being said, you move quieter than the dead. In fact, you move at the same pace as the fog as it's creeping in. You're just behind this wall, essentially, and you watch the hands in front of you from the mist at your feet, grabbing the ground and the grass and pulling itself forward, grabbing the tree bark. It looks as if it's about to rip the grass out, rip these flowers out and this bark off the trees, but steadily, calmly, it moves forward, leaving not a trace. And you walk just behind that line. Nothing sees you, nothing notices you. There is. You can make perception checks if you like, but with the all those stealth rolls, they're. I'll be honest, it's not necessary. That
I
is
did actually
totally up
have
to you. If you'd like to see what you see, though.
2 questions, DM.
Go ahead. Yes.
As
Yep.
we were walking along, Valen, again, not encountering this level of creep in quite a while. I do an Arcana check of this mist
Of course.
because this is just baffling my mind. Okay, all right. Let's just see what the old plus is. That's a natural 12, by the way. Let's just see what the old modifier will make it.
Okay.
Arcana. It's a 12.
Uh, you know that it's foggy fog that almost looks foggy. There is certainly some sort of magical presence within it. Uh, as far as what, it's really difficult for you to tell. At some points, you feel like it could be Bigsby's hand or Mage hand, something of that sort. And then other times, it kind of throws you off since it is just a massive wall of creeping fog surrounding you. Yeah, it's just really difficult to tell, unfortunately. And what was
This
your other question?
is fogging weird. Um, anyway, my second question was there any way of clocking time within this mist? Again, old world, clocking things by the sun, but can we even see it?
You cannot. Um, as you look around, as you look up, you are just surrounded by this eternal thick fog. You can barely see 10 feet in front of you. Um, even 10, 15 even is like, and that's draining. Um, you look up and it's just it's a continuous wall. And you do feel like I said at the beginning, the light drizzle. So even if this you were to kind of look around, you would probably be able to assume that you wouldn't be able to see the sun at this point. It would be covered with rain clouds of sorts.
I'm just gonna quietly mutter to myself, Niflheim, if I ever fucking been in it. Oi, Pen, do you know where we're going?
Yes, well, backtracking to a bridge we came across earlier, it seems to lead to destination as of now.
Bridge. How the fuck are we supposed to see a bridge in this shit? I can barely see my own hand.
Trust me, I've been here for quite some time. You get somewhat accustomed to it. Just make sure you keep your eyes open. And with that, can I do my perception check? It was a 24.
I was gonna
24.
say I was helping, but okay, you look like you got.
I roll with advantage anyway. It's a perk I got earlier on.
Ooh, perks.
Mm. um, so with the 24, um, you can see a little bit. You are used to this terrain, these kinds of things. You do see a little bit better. Um, you find wolf tracks. You find, your average um, jackalope. Um, you continue forward. You can hear, and then after a minute passes, you see the shadows of those large trees that were roaring the night before um, kind of pass by. Not super close. You can kind of gauge. You see like a medium-sized shadow, so you can kind of gauge that they're a bit of a distance away. Um, you're not entirely sure how far, but you do know that they don't notice you. You can see the group of four of them just kind of slowly making their way north. Um, and after,
I'd imagine
okay,
Pendragon do the whole soldier thing, like put up his hand and wait and and then like okay, move forward type thing.
yep, for sure. So, leading the group, again, with that perception check, you're totally fine. You managed to make your way. You remember some of the trails you had taken through the woods, and then you get to this point. Oop, if I could, there we go. In that little clearing where you kind of camped behind that hill and rested for briefly. You get there, you recognize, just that general area, and it's not too much farther. So you make your way to the edge of the trees, and you start to see that green light through the fog. You can't see the stone bridge itself or anything like that. The temperature has dropped significantly at this point, where it was, say, like 63 degrees. It's now dropped to about 35. Um, so you just all trying to pull your cloaks over yourselves and warm yourselves up a little bit. And yeah, from there you can see that green light, that curtain that you had seen previously.
I I'd also like to make a perception check. And there's something I wanted to do along the journey, possibly.
Sure. Okay. We can backtrack. Go ahead and what would you like to do?
I had gotten a 26 for my perception check. I don't know if it's still needed or not, though.
Okay, and you were in the rear guard?
Yes.
Okay. Good to know. And what would you like to do while you're doing that?
Well, it would depend on if Vibro seemed a little tense while we were walking through this fog.
Valen, did you seem tense walking through the fog?
Honestly, the word would be on guard, but yeah, tense would be a thing.
I'm going to conjure a mage hand and grab your shoulder and use prestidigitation to do a little whisper in your ear that says, "Gotcha!"
Okay. As you conjure the mage hand, you've never conjured it in the fog before, at least in this thick of one. You watch it become a ghastly skeleton, where usually you can't see it. You see a skeletal hand appear in front of you, quite large, and it slowly creeps itself over Valen's shoulder and clasps. Valen, you feel the pressure on your shoulder. You look over and you just see a skeletal hand, and then hear Maxwell.
Hold on. He's just gonna take a swing at the mage head.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
That's a natural 18.
Okay.
Plus.
Mage. Oh.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to get this right.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry, I was looking at laughter. Oh, that's a 25 to hit.
Okay. Does Mage Hand doesn't have an armor class, right?
No, mage hand cannot be used as a weapon.
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
cause damage.
Right. That's Big P's hand. Okay. So your hand, Valen, passes through the skeletal hand, that claw-like grab in your shoulder. You punch yourself in the shoulder, and you take 1 point of bludgeoning.
But I did hear Maxwell's voice. Yes.
You did. Oh, you're taking a swing at Maxwell.
No, I was just trying to specify if I heard it was Maxwell's voice.
Oh, that depends. Maxwell, are you trying to disguise your voice?
I mean, it was with I don't think prestidigitation does my voice, but you would see me just kind of look at you, smirk, and kind of do the little finger wiggle.
Okay.
With a wink.
Ellen's going to give you the sign of the horns, then point it towards you, and then keep walking.
Right
So I
back
see,
at
like,
you, brother.
kind of is like that in Return of the King when Gimli, when the group is going through the tunnels and the spirits are coming up around Gimli and he's just kind of like swatting at the stuff.
I totally see it and I appreciate it wholeheartedly.
Okay. And
That
Maxwell,
is. Go
your
ahead.
perception check of a 26, you said, right?
Yes.
Okay. You notice that something is following you, a decent distance away, but you can feel a presence just watching and looming over you. Occasionally, you'll hear a twig just snap. You're not sure if it could be a wolf or an elk, things like that, or something larger or humanoid. Out here in the fog, you can't even tell exactly where it's coming from. Certainly behind you, but you're not sure if it's to the north, to the south, directly behind you. Every so often, it sounds like the twig snapping is amplified and directly behind you. You look behind you, and nothing's there.
You said I could hear the footsteps. Could I do some sort of like I don't know, like an insight or an investigation or history or something to see if because I can hear it if I can't make out the pattern of walking and compare that to something that I've heard previously?
Yeah, you could give me a nature check.
A nature check. All right. Oh yeah, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Uh, you would you could gauge that the foot pattern begins as humanoid and then stops for a moment and then becomes humanoid again, continuing forward. But it seems like it's keeping pace with you, and maintaining distance. But then again, it suddenly stops and then continues. It's strange. It's a pattern you're not familiar with exactly beyond the humanoid aspect of it, or bipedal aspect, I should say.
We're being followed. I can't tell by who or what, but it sounds like it walks on two legs and fades into nothing and then comes back.
You think it's another wolfman, like we experienced before? Or perhaps it's the kindly weather ravens from the Wizard of Wines.
This is Flying, broadcasting on an open channel. I would like to know how it's tracking us currently because I can't see our tracks.
Aye, and we should not be leaving the trail at all from this
Sent.
wee spell.
Possibly. Or it's the devil. Somehow, somewhere. You did say you saw him in the fog?
Devil? I can do a check for this. Um, was it DM question?
Yes.
Was it it wasn't this day that I did my cleric thing where I can sense if there's undead around me?
No, that was yesterday. It's been the morning. You had breakfast, and you haven't done that since.
Okay, I'm just double checking because I wasn't sure if it was before the rest or after. Okay, well,
Pretty sure it was before the rest, right? Because when you woke up, you sent the weasel, I believe,
yes.
to Wizard of Wines with
Mhm.
the um, stone or the seed,
Yeah, it was
right?
before.
Okay. Well, if I get just a minute of contemplation, I can perhaps try and sense if there's any undead around us. And I believe the devil is undead himself, eh?
I would stand right behind Ainslee to like cover her back and just keep a high perception of the area while she gives herself time to channel that.
Aye. So while we do that, I'm going to sit down in a wee patch of grass or dirt or anything and put my hands together cupped almost against my chest, and breathe real deeply and try and see if I sense any undead around me.
A minute passes, and then you hear this faint bell, almost like a jingle bell. So why? Um, just kind of go off in your right ear for a moment. Very light, so they're signifying there isn't a lot, but there is at least one undead presence surrounding you.
Okay. With this feature, I can determine the presence and nature of undead creatures in the area. It extends up to 1 mile in all directions. I learned the number, which you already said, their distance and direction from me. In addition, I learned the creature type of the undead in that area that has the highest challenge rating.
It is currently 40 feet from you in this direction, or we would say like when the whole group stopped over here.
In
Would
which
be when you
direction
started
was
here.
that?
So you would hear it actually 40 feet here
Okay.
behind you in the woods.
Mhm.
And you know the challenge rating of it?
No. I learned the creature type of the undead in that area that has the highest challenge rating. I don't learn the challenge rating.
Creature type. It's an undead shape changer.
Okay.
I believe that's creature type. Yeah, I gotta look
DM
into that.
discretion.
For more specifics on what creature type of undead.
Yeah, because I would think it would be
I
undead
guess.
too.
Yeah, I guess if it would be like skeleton or zombie type thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Vampire.
Oh,
Shit.
could have guessed that. So, as I come out of my contemplation, when I hear the wee little jingly bells, when I hear the jingly bells, I'm gonna go, so pretty. Oh, goodness. As I pick up on what it is, and I'm gonna grab Myra's leg. And in my head, there's a shape changing vampire around us. Back that way. And I'm gonna point to where Maxwell pointed it out. It is, it is indeed a vampire. But I cannot be sure if it's, the devil or not.
Sure or not, that's enough we need to know. We need to either find cover or move faster. I mean,
I'm gonna stand directly up, like, as soon as she starts talking, I'm gonna spring up, I'm gonna grab her face, look her in the eyes, and say, Myra, I just realized you no longer have dark vision.
no, I don't. I didn't realize how dark it was before then, but I can't see anything out that way, so stay close so I can protect you.
Hey. And I'm gonna grab her arm.
Are you did you cut everyone off, or is this to everybody?
This is to
I think it's
everybody.
to everyone. I don't
I
think
don't think
Ansley would have
Ainslee
the
quite knows.
ability to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
Frankly.
I don't think Ainslee quite knows how to cut people out of her head.
Okay, all right, cool, good to know. So I'm just gonna say, if it does happen to be the devil, remember, don't look at him in the eyes. That's how Max and I got messed up earlier. So just be wary of that.
I am not sure Lady Moonbow would remedy that again.
Exactly. So be caution. Look down if as soon as he pops up, if he does pop up.
I'm gonna ready a moonbeam for if I see anything pop up from that direction.
Can I have
Simple enough.
Bagheera flank us on that side as well?
Sure. Simple enough.
I don't think traveling fast is going to help much. Probably been following us for a while, whatever it is. I
We're
think
kind of
might be
caught
better
between
to
this bridge and him, yes.
just to call whoever it is out.
Bridge is more a defensible position. Would also like to cast minor illusion on my spear of a copy of myself, doubled on myself.
Simple enough.
I'm
So how do you guys
still
proceed?
grasping onto Myra's arm, so I'm gonna start pushing on Maxwell and say, "I well, you thought it? You go do it, eh?"
Came up with an idea that may or may not be horrible. Oh god. All right. And I will take a couple of steps forward towards where I heard the snapping branches. We know you're following us. Come out and introduce yourself.
A moment passes, and then directly behind you. Who do you think this is?
Knew it. How are you doing today, Strahd?
Oh, actually doing very well. Thank you very much for asking.
Good to hear.
Valen's very confused.
I'm
All is
gonna
right.
step in front of Ainslee.
So I just came to check on this newcomer. It's been most interesting. Let me introduce myself. As he walks over to you, Valen. My name is Strahd von Zarovich. It is pleasure to meet you.
I'm a little starstruck at the moment. I have my spear propped on my shoulder, just as I always do. And I'm just kind of wipe off my hands, looking at his attire, and then extend it. Valen Abara, at your service.
Correct me if I'm wrong, you're extending the spear towards him?
Oh, my hand towards him. The spear's propped
Oh,
on the shoulder.
okay, yeah, I wasn't sure if it was propped and then you had just extended it. Not in an aggressive way, just like extended it towards him. Okay. Uh, he grasps your hand firmly.
Oh no,
The pleasure.
forearm, like forearm.
Fair. He grasps your forearm firmly. Displeasure. How did you come to be in my lens? This is most intriguing. I sense your presence, so I had to come see for myself. Is this one of Madame Eva's tricks again?
Never heard the name in my life. Lives. Um, I just popped in, I guess you would say, from dream. The god Morpheus sent me on my way into the world of living, and I just so happened to take my first gasping breaths in this realm. Where is this realm?
Yes. This is the land of Barovia, my friend. This is, I guess one could call it a demi-plane, cut off from the rest of the world.
You see Valen visibly relax. Honestly, of all the places I could be, this is not one of the worst. Um,
Oh,
well,
thank you very much.
and I'm going to take a general insight check of the group as I'm just having a casual conversation, which, with what I know, is to be as our jailer.
Sure.
I was gonna say in psionic whispers to you, be careful what you say and don't divulge too much information.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your insight, and let's see what everybody's feeling.
It's a 16 total.
16 total. I'll go down the line. Ainslee, what does Valen get for 16?
Ainslee is fastened to the arm and kind of trying to position herself both
Breaking up.
both. Oh, I'm breaking up. Am I still breaking up, guys?
Need more?
No,
No,
you're good
better.
now.
Am I breaking? Okay. So Ansley is fastened to Myra's arm, and she's trying to position herself very strangely, both between Myra and Strahd, but also kind of behind Myra at the same time. Um, Ready to run at any point. Shaken a little bit and looking between Strahd and you, Lion, very nervously.
Okay. Pendragon. What does Valen get for 16?
For 16, he sees Pendragon kind of just standing there, eyeing Valen and not eyeing Strahd, but looking at his boots and at his cloak or cape, whatever, and just not shaken, but has intent in his eyes.
Okay. Myra.
Okay. So Myra, feeling Ansley shuffling and shaking, holding on to her, is going, just trying to coax her just fully behind her and not looking at Strahd's face, which is easy for her because technically her head probably only goes up to his belt line. So, like, I mean, pretty easy. But she's standing there, not showing fear. She wants to make sure everyone's going to be okay. And every once in a while, she glances over at our new friend, ready to run up and protect him and or help him if she had to.
Well. Maxwell.
You would see Max expressionless, holding ground, and his eyes just slowly flicking from you to Strahd, then back to you, then back to Strahd.
Yeah. That's everyone. So that's what you see from everyone. Valen.
I'm going to just casually just take a glance at everyone and just crack a slight grin with the conversation. Just happy to take it in. But when I look back to him, don't focus on him. Look past him. I notice the figure, but I just focus on the background. Must say, I hope to be just a visitor in your lands, if I may be so bold. Of places to do, people to see. These people were kind enough to help me out, but I have my own goals.
Interesting. Well, before I let you all be to continue roaming, questing as the lot of you do, would you care for a friendly sparring match?
Insight check.
Sure.
Because I'm the only one that hasn't on Strahd.
Can I say that Myra would finally speak up, not even looking at him, at Strahd, and look at Balin, and say, last time didn't go so well for me, frankly. Careful.
He he came across Pendragon, Magni, and myself, and it was not a very good time. He asked the same thing.
That is a 17 total.
Okay, and what exactly are you trying to insight from him?
If I heard all of those. Sorry, not Tashar. If I heard all of those commentaries by Myra and Ainslee, I would be inciting his intent on it being a sparring match, and I'm going to follow up with saying, "So are we blunting blades, or
For the insight, and you said it was a 17.
total?" Yes.
Okay. He's genuine. He just wants to test your skill. And he responds, however you wish to do it. We can do it to first blood. We can cross blades, fists, dealer's choice.
Everybody's at the ready right now, which is what I saw the last time I took an insight check.
Correct.
Going to smile and say, "That is just a lovely offer, but I'm going to have to decline myself. I just getting used to this blood flowing in these veins, and whether it's on the inside or the outside is a pretty big deal at the moment. May we take it a rain check, or..." And I look around. "I'll check."
Sure. This is fine. I figured. I'd ask maybe you'd cure some of the boredom. But, of course, if I may ask everyone, what brings you to Mount Gakis, the Solenka Pass?
I meant to what now?
Mount Gakis and the Solenka Pass. This bridge in the mountains is... there's something to seek. If you don't mind me asking.
Oh, no. See, we were just wandering after getting chased out of town and saving some wee little trees. And we just so happened to come across this bridge, and, well, it felt like perhaps the people back in that town would not venture this far.
Yeah, frankly, because of something I think you obviously know about. I've had to stay clear and got my friends in quite a bit of trouble. So we are just taking the long way everywhere, if you don't mind.
Yes, this is most understandable. Now, a word of warning. This is not an easy travel. The road curves and climbs, making a lengthy switchback into this edge of Mount Gakis. The air will grow colder, not warmer, and patches of snow will become much more frequent until they are unbroken. Be careful on your travels, friends.
Myra is going to cock her head at the word friends. Not say anything, just...
Okay. And with that, he takes a slight bow until we see each other again. I look forward to the spar. And he fades
Likewise.
into the fog.
As I say to nothing.
uh, as you say that, and you believe you're saying to nothing, you just hear, excellent.
I'm going to look at the group
So-
and with a big smile across my face, well, that went well. Honestly, he seems like a right stand-up guy.
Are you fucking daft?
Frankly, that's the
Obviously,
first
of course I was kidding.
I gotta agree with you on one standpoint. That's the first time I haven't been hurt with him around me.
Or died.
Or died, or... Anyway, the list goes on. But I don't think we should not heed his words, per se.
I was just gonna say we should
I-
probably get the proper equipment before we continue.
Perhaps if we can find some weird beasties to hunt, we can perhaps create some, uh, cloak or clothing of sorts that will keep us warm.
Valen's lost in thought. It's
Me
where the
too.
smoke was where Strahd was, and you can see his fist kind of shaking.
Some meeting.
I'll put a hand on Valen's shoulder, and you did really well.
Old habits and all, and he's physically trying to keep himself in check, like bodily.
I have to say this, Myra. You can't reach his shoulder.
Oh, good point. Okay, on his back.
Yeah, because he usually has his arms like slung over his spear. That's just his resting position. So yeah,
It's true. I'm short. Okay, so on his back. Yeah. I'm going to kind of nudge him to break eye contact with that spot.
I'm going to just nod, turn around fully, which would have smacked a normal person in the face with the spear, but it just goes right over Myra's head. You little one. Let's arm up, I guess.
Sounds good to me. Move forward if nothing else. And I'm going to motion for Bagheera to come to me.
Trotting she comes.
Yeah. And just mentally tell her as I scratch her ears, do you want to go hunting?
She lets out this meow bark. In agreement.
I need as much fur as you can bring me, and you get as much of the meat as you want from it.
The second you say as much of the meat, before you even finish that sentence, she's off. Go ahead and give me a survival check for Bagheera, please.
For Bagheera.
If she doesn't have, if she doesn't have survival as a skill, you can just roll a d20 and add her wisdom modifier.
Her wisdom? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, thank you, Bagheera. Finally rolled good, a natural 18, so a 19.
Nice. Okay, so it takes her about a total of 10 minutes, and every 60 seconds, she's coming back with something. At one point, she comes back with a decent-sized elk. She comes back with a couple wolves that are smaller than her, but they're dire wolves, so they're pretty large. and she comes back with a few various rabbits, one jackalope.
So when she first comes back with stuff, I'm gonna say, ah, perfect, and I'm going to pull out my my beetle. It almost kind of looks like a Hercules beetle. It has like almost like a knife head, and yeah. So I'm gonna reach into my wee little beetle pouch, and I have just the beetle for this, and pull it out and smile at Myra.
1 foot beetle that's the size of your dome piece. Uh,
I was just about to take out my
So
knife,
between
but I
2
just see this
hands.
thing.
I have a beetle for everything.
Yeah, she's got a collection.
No shit.
So grasping with 2 hands, and you start shaking him, and he gets like almost like a chainsaw kind of sound coming to him, and he starts like little vibrating in your hands. And you've done this 1,000 times, so go ahead and give me I'll say a medicine check with advantage.
And can I say really quick for the
Right.
audience, because I don't think I actually specified, Bagheera is a displacer beast, and she is the goodest girl.
She is.
So that was a natural 3 and a natural 4, so a 9. I know, impressive.
Okay, so even though you've done this 1,000 times, for some reason the beetle vibrating in your hands is throwing you off a little bit. So it's not a perfect pelting or skinning, but you managed to get all the pelts off after a few minutes. Simple enough, but
Hey, it's been a while.
yeah, it takes you a little bit longer.
Okay. And yeah, so I'll be working on those. Spaghetti is doing her hunting and fashion us some nice
Yeah,
cloaks.
I was going to
And
say
then we
I would make a
can
fire so we could like
perhaps
draw
get some
out.
extras. Hey,
Yeah, I'll make a fire so we could like try to dry out the pelts a bit so we can like fashion them better.
and hey, make some cloaks and perhaps with a wee bit extra to make like punts and such. Or at
During
least light warmers of sorts, like out of the rabbits.
Sure.
and during
Simple
all the
enough.
hunting and stuff, can I just keep an active perception check going through all this?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
That is a 16.
16.
Yes.
So you don't really notice too much. There's not really too many sounds besides the howls and screeches of Beaker killing things, and just that ever looming green curtain at the bridge.
And this green curtain, like magical
Yes.
curtain.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, so when you had originally seen it, when you guys were camping over here and did like a little scouting of the area,
Mhm.
it looked like green fire, like a wall just rising up, essentially.
Okay.
Hey, well, after we finish all this, I think perhaps we should make our way. Go ahead, do it. Do it.
Making our way.
Do it.
No, that's reserved for her campaign, you guys. Jesus.
Oh, we'll just have to do it even worse
Fools.
tomorrow. Such a shame.
Oh man.
So, all of this takes I would say about an hour, to dry out the pelts. 1 second. About an hour to fix everything, set yourselves up with the leg warmers and some pelt cloaks, to make them thick enough to bear the cold. Go ahead, Max.
I don't know about you guys, but I only have enough food for about 1 day. So I'm gonna go hunt
Like
for us.
glance at all of the things. I'm gonna glance at all the things that Bagheera has been bringing back, and all like the 30 pounds of meat in front of us.
Oh, I thought Bagheera was eating it because she got told that she could have all the meat.
She could eat.
Chowing
Yeah,
down on
she's
the
cool.
elk. Yeah, she's chowing down on that elk. But the dire wolf meat, there's plenty of rabbits. Yeah, you have. Yeah, I would say she brought about 30 pounds. 30 to no, not 30 pounds. This dire wolf is probably about 100 pounds. A lot of meat. There's a lot of meat.
Because the rabbits won't take as long, can I start like skewering and pre-cooking the rabbit meat before we go?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, simple enough. I would say, you don't have to add that. That's fine. Yeah, you can cook like, we'll say there's about 10 rabbits she brought back, and 1 jackalope, which is hefty, which would feed all of you for at least 1 meal. So yeah, simple enough. But you have enough for just from those. You have enough food for like 2 days, give or take. Yes, Ainslee.
Does the jackalope have wee little antlers?
It does.
Can I keep those wee little antlers?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can I
so
fashion them onto her fish hat?
Yes, you can.
like wee little fishy earrings
Yeah.
that jingle.
Go ahead and give me a general dexterity check.
Oh,
See
For
how
me?
well you fashion them on.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Hey, it's something I'm good at. Let's do it. That was a natural 10, so 15?
15. Okay, simple enough. Yeah, you manage to find the perfect scale to just kind of wedge them in between on each side, and kind of take some of the direwolf fur and make string out of it, and just kind of sew it in simply enough, using a splinter from a piece of just from a twig as a sewing needle, and just
I'd like to do something at the moment.
Yep,
She
I just got
dropped.
your
Hold on.
message.
Sure.
Okay.
I was just
Yeah. So,
gonna look at Ainslee and just be like, it's perfect. It's so you.
Oh, I love them. Thank you so much.
No worries, and I would ruffle her hair if there wasn't a giant fish on top of her head.
fair.
And I'm gonna go up to Bagheera, who I presume is eating, and I'm gonna just kneel down a wee distance in front of her because I don't want to bother her too much while she's eating. And I'm gonna say, thank you so much for all these wee beasties you brought back.
Between the chewing and swallowing, there's some light purring. And a discordant purr, because displays your beasts, man. They got some cool sounds. Okay, Maxwell. You said you wanted to do an Arcana check on the green wall.
Did.
Go for it.
All right, here we go. How lucky am I? 24.
Okay. And you're just trying to see, if it's magic, what kind of magic, things like that.
Yes.
Okay. So it's similar to a continual flame spell. Mixed. It seems like mixed with a firewall, mixed with a green flame blade. It's not something you've ever seen before, but you do understand that it is a perpetual flame or an eternal flame, if you will. But with that, you know that it can be dispelled. but it is potent magic, so you're not sure exactly how strong of a dispel or what can fully suppress this as you pass through.
Is anyone able to dispel?
I raise my hand and shake it around.
That's going to come in handy. We're definitely going to need that.
You want me to do it right now?
Well, eventually, once we exactly get over there, it's definitely on the stronger side, probably.
How far is the green flame wall from us? The firewall?
Boop. About a mile.
Right. Well, if we're finished here, I say we continue.
So just for reference, it's about 3,260 feet, I believe, isn't a mile. I might be wrong, but it's somewhere in there.
Something like that. Yeah.
That's some math stuff if I've ever heard some math stuff before.
Well, when we
Yep,
go
I
over there,
agree.
are we going now, everybody? Yeah, aye.
Better time now than
Mhm.
get caught up again.
Aye. Right. So,
Are we all getting cozy here or
Well,
when we get up there?
well, I say we keep it moving. Aye. So,
I agree.
when
No
we
one's
do,
quite hurting right now, so I mean, why put off till tomorrow what we can do today?
I'm going to take one of the direwolf cloaks or pelts. Do what I can with prestidigitation with the blood. And I'm going to bow to the lass in her new hat and say, "Thank you, lass. I appreciate it." I'm just going to fix it kind of like the head of the wolf is at the shoulder, and everything just drapes around my over top of the cloak I had just got, which is the cloak of the manta ray, by the way, everyone.
are you a fishy too?
Apparently the cloak is, and I could be fish-like, guess.
Oh, me too. But I'm quite terrified of water myself.
How the fuck does that make sense?
Don't
Yes.
don't get us started, please.
I look for Penn to Ainsley, from Penn to Ainsley. Just like, what?
And this is while we're walking the bridge, I'd say.
It all
But
started the
yeah.
Yeah,
day
for sure.
I died.
No, it started before you died. I
Well, I
turned
mean,
into
you
a
being turned into a fish started
fishy
that.
before you died.
Pretty sure it all started
Right.
when my
See,
punk ass told her to go make friends with the sea monster.
you see, there was a lake monster, and I thought perhaps I could make friends with it, but
Did you bring
it did
350?
not want to be friends, and it did a, I, it did ask for a 350, and well, it did mind control on me, and it coaxed me over to the water, which I would never do if it were not for the mind control, and then it tried to eat me, and when I did not die, I turned into a wee fishy.
That
Well, I
sounds
was
like
on my way to becoming a wee fishy.
some kind of hell, honestly. Some kind of
Why
hell.
and why are you afraid of
Hey,
fishes,
hey,
honestly? What's the beginning of the fear of
oh,
fishes?
aye, well, it was. Oh, I'm not quite sure I have the stomach to handle this one, but you see, when I was just a wee elf back in my homelands, I went in the water and got bit on my toe by a big fishy, It was this big, and I motion, and it's about the size of like my finger. Oh, it was the scariest thing that has ever happened to me.
I'm going to look at her.
It almost took my claw right off.
As you just described to me an encounter with a lake monster in which you said that you were mind controlled, coaxed into going
I
closer to the water, costed for 350.
I
And you're saying that the scariest moment of your life was getting bit on the toe by a fucking pickerel?
I well, you had to be there. It had the meanest look in its eyes. I thought it was gonna kill me.
Pen is just giving Valen the blankest stare and just shaking his head. It's like I told you.
Just going to look at this weird creature that we call Ainslee.
And my head cocks, and so I have this big fish hat, right? That looks like a Magikarp
Oh, I'm aware.
almost eating my head,
Aware.
and I well for the audience at home too. And I cock my head, and the fishtail flops back and forth when I cock my head at you.
And now affixed with horns of a jackalope. I'm going to.
A beautiful touch, if I might add.
Max is gonna pop into your head real quick, Vibro, and go, "Don't even get it started about the boat."
I'm just going to think in my head, just as I just kind of just grab the bridge of my nose, as this is all going on. I'm going to need to get her bells for those horns.
So I presume we'll be getting about up to the bridge in the green wall now.
The green wall is beyond the bridge, but yes. And I will pull over the map. I just figured I'd let the RP go.
Yep.
Let me find the correct one.
Yeah,
This
something
one.
I'd like to do once we get up to the wall.
Loads. Sure. Weird. Is the map loaded up for everybody?
No, it's black right now.
It's black.
It's all black.
What they all said.
It's slowly loading for me here. Here we go.
And then
It's the scary firewall, isn't it? That's what's taking so long. I'm sus. Already, I'm sussing it.
Maybe. So, come on. Dude, this is being super weird. Oh, there we go. Is it loaded for everybody now?
Not yet, DM.
So black.
maybe you have Talk War on?
That's possible. Shouldn't, though. Let's double check that.
Just kidding, guys. I cast darkness. Just give me a minute. I'll dispel it.
That's not fair. I don't have dark vision.
Oh, then I have dark vision.
I don't have dark vision. This
Is that better?
fair.
Everyone, just stop
There it
screaming.
goes. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Okay, yeah. It was the thing. Okay, so I'm just going to use Valen as a placeholder for all of you. Okay. So, the shelf of rock on which the mountain road clings grows narrow. To your left, the icy cliffs rise sharply toward dark rolling clouds. To your right, the ground falls away in a sea of fog. Ahead, through the wind and snow, You see a high wall of black stone lined with spikes and topped by statues of demonic vultures with horned heads. Set in the center of the wall is a closed iron portcullis, behind which burns a curtain of green flame. On the other side of the dark wall, gripping the mountain's edge, is a guard tower of white stone, topped by golden statues of mighty warriors. And as you come up to this gatehouse, it's 30-foot high, each little tower, and the adjoining walls are 20 foot tall, lined with stone spikes. And this is where we're going to take a quick 5-minute break.
Thank goodness.
Ooh.
And viewers, if y'all
So,
don't mind, I'm going to do a switch while I switch over to our intermission screen.
We'll
and
be back shortly.
Yes.
Okie dokie. We are switched over and good to go, DM.
Okay. And welcome back. Thank you for bearing with us for our little few-minute break. We pick up at Salenka Pass as you come to the guardhouse, or the gatehouse portcullis. It is open. How do you guys proceed?
Can I
Well,
make
is the
some
green wall
perception
there?
check?
The green wall is... Man, I gotta change my overlay here. There we go. Yes. So the green wall is on the other side of the portcullis.
Oh,
This
okay.
gatehouse, right? Like as you walk up to it, it's pretty much just a wall on the other side of the wall, if that makes sense.
It is hinted green on my end, so hopefully that's picked up well through the stream, because I do see that it's green on my end. Like there's that green hue around it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't see that. Huh.
Do you check this? Do you see the screen? Stream?
Huh?
Are you looking at the
Oh,
stream?
no.
Because she zoomed in and it has that green
Gotcha.
essence on the other side of that wall.
Okay, so it's like before we get onto the bridge?
Correct. Yeah. Like this is still a pathway towards the bridge. You're coming to a gatehouse. The portcullis is up. You see the green flame beyond that wall.
Okay. Well, once I'm within well, this is a 120-foot range, so it is within 120 feet of me, correct?
It is.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic at the 5th level.
As she does that, can I stand behind her to like catch her if she were to be pushed back for any reason?
Okay, go ahead and give me a dispel check, please.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Come on, dice. Don't fail me now. Oh. 7?
Unfortunately,
Or
is
wait, hold on.
it's a D20 plus your spell modifier.
Plus my spell modifier. Okay. 7?
Oh my god.
Ah, jeez.
So you swirl
Okay.
your hands around and, like, super confidently just, but nothing happens, unfortunately.
Seems Dispel Magic does not work on this.
Maybe we should all check if there's something keeping it up, like a symbol or... I mean, I'm not particularly good in that, but maybe we could find something around that, is keeping this active. I don't really see anybody here holding it.
Yeah, sure. I'll make a investigation check. See if I can find any type of symbols or latches or something of the sort to maybe dispel it itself. Maybe it's a trap.
Could I
Sure.
assist him with that and also run another Arcana check on it to see if there's a type of infinite magic that's keeping it up from a symbol or something?
You can do one or the other.
I'll help Pen.
Okay. So go ahead and roll an investigation with advantage, please, Pendragon.
25.
25. Okay. So you don't find any specific symbols that might seem arcane in nature or having to do with this green flame. But as you're looking around, you look up and you notice two demonic statues at the tops of each side of the portcullis.
I noticed statues.
Yes, you notice 2 statues, one on each side, kind of like guards on the towers, essentially, or gargoyles is what it looks like, essentially.
Okay. I'm gonna look back to everybody. The statues seem a little interesting. I'm not sure if they're the oldest to this trap, but um, anyone want
What's
to
the worst
be?
case? We knock down a statue? I say we knock them down.
Oh, okay. I was gonna have maybe Max
I could
or
climb
Ainslee
up and
do
climb
an
up.
Arcana check real quick.
Can certainly do. And can I crawl up onto the pillars with my cat climby claws to get a better
Uh,
look?
Okay, you want to climb up the towers?
Yeah, I have a natural climb speed.
Okay, simple enough.
Just close enough to get a better eye at exactly what I'm looking at to see if the gargoyles are keeping the green up.
Yeah. Which side are you going up? The left or the right?
I'll go up the left.
Left. Okay. Um, you climb up. As you climb up to about 20 feet, you kind of push yourself out and look up. Um, and you see the face of the statue as the stone starts to fall away from it, and it becomes flesh and black and blue, and these strange mosquito-like features in the massive bug-looking demonic essence. It stares down at you and everybody please roll initiative.
Oh shit!
It's alive. You guys just hit
Sorry,
your max.
brother.
Son of a fucking bitch again!
Sorry, brother.
Fuck you, Pen!
Should have went and punched it. I knew it.
Yep, just give me 2 seconds here, please. Womp womp. While I switch over the music. Why is this not working? There we go. Okay. So, I will go down the line. You're not in here. I need Pendragon.
Me first.
Yep.
That is a 16.
Okay. Ainslee.
9.
Maxwell.
18.
Okay. Myra.
I also got an 18.
Okay. And Valen.
21.
Okay. So Myra and Maxwell, you can decide who goes first.
You can go first, Myra.
Okie dokie.
Okay. So this. Okay.
Does this look like the same thing that we battled back at the Wizard of Wines?
1 second. No, it doesn't.
Okay.
These are winged mosquito-looking creatures. And let me pull these up. There we go. Can you see them?
Yes, PM.
Perfect. Let me pull the rest of you over onto the map now, since this is officially
Look how
combat.
tiny my is. And Maxwell.
Yes, because each square should be 50 feet. So
Oh god.
that, and you You are technically there. Ainslee. Come on. Wump. And Pendragon. Okay. Now everybody get control.
May I also have Bagheera DM?
Yes. I'll be honest, I didn't expect this combat right away. So.
My bad. I set Max
No.
up.
No.
Let's go boop it.
It's a good thing.
Boop the snoot.
Boop
It was
its
going to
snoot.
happen, regardless.
Does anyone have a 10-foot pole? I will happily boop the snoot.
I pull out my stick.
I put stick down.
Not
It's never gonna
moving
not
shit
happen.
with my spear.
Never gonna not happen, honestly. The stick, no.
That one, yes it did. And I will give her an aura, because she is difficult to see here.
Thank you, thank you.
5 foot. See. And Myra. Boop. Okay. So, cool. Alright. That all being said, these things were gargoyles on 30 feet up on these portcullises, or gatehouse, I should say. So, that being said, Valen, you are up.
How far did you say they were in the air?
They're 30 feet on top of these gatehouse, these stone towers, just still standing there from their gargoyle form. The stone shattered and started to kind of turn to dust and peel off of them.
I'm sorry, DM, real quick, because of where my token is. Wouldn't I be a little bit up because I was looking around for stuff?
Yeah, sure. You have control. You can move it. It's fine.
I'd say I'd be like right about
On Valen's face.
on Valen's face. No. But right about there.
Ignores the fight going on and fights Valen. That's my man. No, I'm just kidding.
I am going to lift my spear and take a ranged attack.
Okay.
For the first attack. That is a 18 to hit.
Oh, what to hit?
18.
18?
Hmm?
Like, literally the first word of that keeps breaking out.
Yeah, just keep
Yes.
hearing 13.
Sorry, yeah, 18.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yes, that does hit. Are you going for the one on the left or the right?
I'm going... What was the one that just, the one on the left is the one that just growled at, the C's max currently, yes?
Correct.
I'm gonna go for that one.
Alright.
So let's do damage. And you said they were bug creatures, yeah?
Yeah, of a sort. They look like bugs.
So I'm gonna pump in all lightning damage. 7.
7. Okay.
Yes. Bonus action. So you guys watch Valen throw it, and you see just a copy of Valen just kind of being tugged on the as on the spear as it gets thrown around. It kind of grazes past the mosquito, and then the copy pivots, and with my bonus action, my dancing spear is going to take its attack.
Okay.
Because it is 30 feet away from me at this point.
Correct.
Okay. 7. That is a 16 to hit.
16 does hit.
Yeah. Okay. doing again with the lightning damage. 4.
4. Okay. Okay, so as you throw the spear, pierces through as it's like just opening up its wings. It pierces through one of the wings slightly, and then turns back around and just starts to slash at it. And you see the lightning kind of shimmer down it and into the stone as if it's grounded almost, taking decent damage. It's just like okay. Is that your turn?
Yes, and I would like to reiterate, it is currently, it thinks it's in melee with a twin brother of whatever the fuck I just threw a spear at it.
Yes.
Uh,
Or
I'm,
so you might think.
that's the plan. I'm also going to take out the dagger that Pen gave me, and I'm just going to stay at the ready, looking at the other one I believe Myra is in front of.
Yeah, well, way below. Again, it's sitting
Oh,
on
yes.
the gatehouse, 30 feet up. Yeah. Okay. So, it is this creature's turn, and it's going to fly. Look here, a bit too much, but it's gonna fly down about halfway, and try to get away because it doesn't.
Does
like
my
being-
spear get an opportunity attack?
Don't believe so.
It was
It's
a stretch. I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. So as it flies down about halfway, it's pretty much like this is a large creature. You see it, Maxwell, you finally fully see this ugly, furry, just weird and creepy and disgusting bug-like demon thing looking directly at you. And then it just lets out this horrible screech. I need all of you is making a Constitution saving throw.
Well,
You know, I
crap.
never
We'll
quite
go down the line.
understood why parents abandon their children. And then I met you.
On
12.
12.
Yeah.
Okay. And Dragon?
You said saving throw?
Yes.
You con save?
Yes, please.
23. That was a natural
Okay.
19, folks.
Myra? Nice.
Nervous. A 13.
13. Okay. Maxwell.
I got a natural 20, so 22.
Okay. And Valen.
Also got a natural 20, like fair Maxwell here. So that's a 27 actually.
Okay. And Bagheera is just out of reach of it. So, Ainslee and Myra, you are both stunned until the end of this creature's next turn.
Oh.
And it sits there flying, just giving a weird buzzing laugh. Myra, it's your turn. You're stunned. Maxwell, it's your turn.
All right. Shit. I'm going to hope for the best way. So it's right in front of me, right? So I'm in melee right now?
You are in melee.
Okay. I'm gonna take out my, draw my mongrel dagger from my sash real quick and
Okay.
try and swing at it and, like, get it, like, in the ribs and the heart area.
Okay, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Okay, doctor. Whew. Natural 18, 19, 27 to hit.
Go ahead.
Alrighty. Ooh! 6. That's max damage. 11.
11.
And
okay.
then Yep, 11. And then I don't get sneak attack, right?
No. No, you
Okay.
do not.
Alrighty, and then, bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
And I'm going to do a little flip onto the ground. And as I do it, I'm going to go right in its face and do a flip.
Okay, so you're flipping onto the ground.
Yes, doing a little
go ahead and give
flip
me an
off the pillar onto the ground.
Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
Okie doke. Oh, that's not great. 13.
Okay. You manage to land on your feet, but you do take 10 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall.
Oof. Alright.
And it is a 20-foot drop. Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. This one, seeing that Myra is stunned, it is going to fly down
Oh no.
next to it, like directly over you. I'm just gonna leave it where it is, and fly over you, and it's going to make 2 attacks at you.
Okay.
So both with advantage. First one is with its beak.
Can I use a reaction for Misty Step and grab her and bamf her?
No, the reaction would be to an attack or damage against you.
Oh, that's right.
Unfortunately.
That's right. Oh shit. Sorry. My bad.
It's okay. So 24 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So the first strike is 10 points of piercing damage with the beak. And the second strike is 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. So it gets you with the beak and pierces into you, just like at the nape of your neck, but it doesn't pierce into you deep enough, and it pulls back. It's kind of bad, and it starts to slash with one of its talons, but just misjudges how tall you are and swipes directly over your head.
The nape of my neck with its beak.
Yes.
You know what this reminds me of? Getting bit again.
Yeah. Well, okay, so that's like more on like the side of your neck, shoulder. This is like almost into your spinal cord, like trying to go in between a vertebrae, like into the marrow.
Oh Lord.
So that's its turn. Pendragon, you're up.
Okay. So the one on the right is still landed, and the one on the left is in the air.
The one on the left is in the air. The one on the right is in the air also, directly above Myra. So, like, 5.5 feet above the ground, give or take.
The one on the right is 5.5 feet above the ground. The one on the left is 30 feet or higher because it was on the pedestal already, right?
No, this one did fly down a little bit, about halfway, so it's about 15 feet up.
Okay. Just want to get some range speculation.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just going to Leadwind Special, the one above Myra.
Okay. You are technically in melee with it. So, you would be firing with disadvantage.
Am I? Oh, damn. Alright, it's 5 feet above me, yeah. Disadvantage.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. Then I'll switch over to the other one then. That's okay.
Okay. For sure.
Do I It's no, it's not in combat with Max. Okay. So straight roll. Natural 20.
That'll hit.
Natural 20 plus 12, so 32. Oh my god. Oh, it does stuff. Wait, hold on.
It does do stuff.
It does do stuff. If you roll natural 20, the bolt explodes on impact, dealing an extra 10 damage. Okay, so it's 1d8 plus 3. Boom. 7, 8, 9, 10. Doubled. So 20 plus 10. So 30 damage on that one. And then I'm going to bonus action fire again because of my handy dandy crossbow expert.
Okay.
And that is not nearly as good. That is a 15 to hit.
A 15 just hits.
Oh yeah, so that's 1d8 plus 3 again. That is 9 piercing damage.
9 piercing damage.
Yeah. That was action, bonus action. I have movement, but that dude's right next to me. That's my turn.
Okay. The initial bolt explodes, obliterating part of this thing's carapace, just above its chest. Cat. And the second bolt fires directly right after it and pierces into like its actual flesh and muscle underneath, kind of pushing into its lung. You can kind of see it stutter, flying in the air, and it goes to let out like this yelp screech type thing, but it can't catch its breath enough. It kind of drops about 2 feet just from the pain. Ainslee,
When
you're
the
stunned actually.
I am.
when the bolt goes and hits him and explodes, I just kind of say, "Oh shit, I forgot it did that."
So I'm stunned, but I'm gonna just. That's it. That's all I can do.
Ainslee's words of encouragement.
Isn't psionic burst still up?
Yeah.
It's
It is.
Ainslee?
No, I
Yeah.
know. I just think it's funny.
Okay, so Valen, you're up.
Okay, recap. The one that Penn just shot the shit out of, was that the one that is currently stunning Ainslee and Myra?
Correct.
Lovely. I'm going to... Is it is also currently 15 feet in the air, or is it on the ground?
It is 13 feet in the air because it dropped 2 feet from the explosion bolt. Just like stuttering.
Okay. DM, I'm gonna let...
Yes.
I'm gonna say what I would like to do, and you can tell me if I could do it.
Sounds like
Because-
a plan.
My bonus action, I can move the spear to me and attack.
Mhm.
But depending on when that bonus action happens, I'll be able to have my spear on me, then continue to do my attacks.
Okay, I see what you're going for. I would say bonus action to move it and make the attack. In order to get to the spear, I would take an athletics check to jump up and grab it and make your attacks as you're kind of dropping back to the ground, if that makes sense.
Okay, and just to clarify, I'm just gonna see what I'm doing. I'm going to be extra attacking, bonus action, attack again with the opposite side, and then action search for 4 strikes.
Okay, well, so the bonus action is required to move the spear back
So it would
down
only
from
be
where
3.
its position. Yes. Granted, you can, with your action surge, it would be 4, because action surge does trigger extra attack. So you do still get your 4 strikes, plus the one from the initial bonus action of the spear itself.
Okay. So, pending the athletics check, correct?
Yes. So you can do the bonus action first. Make that attack.
That is a 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Lovely. With the damage, that's 7 total.
7, okay. Lightning or piercing?
You know what? Since it's currently in the air and it's no longer grounded, I'm just gonna go with lightning.
Okay.
Athletics check, which I am proficient in because I've been wanting to do some crazy shit with my spear for a while. That is a total of 19.
19? I was looking for a 16. Okay. Yeah, so you managed to jump up as the spear is coming down and strikes through. You grab the spear and quickly make your strikes. Go ahead and make your attack rolls.
That is a 15.
That'll hit.
Lovely. Ah, that's a natural 2. That's a 9.
That does not hit.
Natural 18 for a 25.
That hit.
So that's 2. I'm sorry, that was 3 attacks plus the 4th bonus action.
So action surge gives you 4 attacks. Because you have attack, extra attack. An action surge gives you another action. But you're taking the attack action, and action surge does trigger extra attack, so you do have a 4th attack.
Okay, so one last one.
Yep.
There's a 19.
That'll hit. So 3 hits.
Lovely. 6, 5, 4.
Nice. Okay. So, and it's all as lightning damage.
Correctamundo.
Okay. So as the lightning strikes through it, you notice that it kind of gets pulled into its wings and then down through its body, down to its feet, and it kind of shoots it out, kind of grounding itself. You can kind of gauge that the lightning isn't doing as much as you might hope, but still bringing it down significantly. It's taken devastating damage at this point.
I am going to... You know what? Stay up in its face, because now that the spear is on me, I have the displacer effect, correct?
Yes, you do.
Because the minor illusion is on me.
Yep. So you are standing on the ground. I'll say it drops into 3 feet, so it's flying at 10 feet, and I believe you're about 6 feet tall, correct?
A little bit taller, but yeah.
Yeah. So you're looking up directly at it, but it is within melee for you.
Okay. Lightning is not working.
So,
Next one.
that's your turn.
Yes, please and thank you.
All right. It is the mosquito demon's turn. Feeling the effects of struggling and being rickety wrecked, it's going to let out a toxic cloud of spores. So that would be, yeah, that would hit all of you. So I need a Constitution saving throw from everyone, please,
Oh, geez.
I don't wanna.
and I will go down the line. Ainslee.
21. Oh, yeah.
Nice. Okay, Pendragon.
15.
15. Okay. Myra.
16.
Okay. Max.
4.
4.
I DM. I got a natural 2.
Okay.
And I do not have inspiration.
Okay.
Yep.
Good to know. Valen.
And we're in combat, so I can't use Bardic on myself.
Got another 16.
Okay. And I need one from Bagheera as well. Please.
Oh snap! I didn't roll that. Oh god, please be good. Leave my cat alone. Just take me. You rolled a natural 20.
That'll do it.
Oh my god, that's gonna be the only one I have tonight. But
You didn't-
yay, Bagheera's okay.
You didn't hear the shriek of exultation that just came out of me from that roll.
The problem is I never roll 20s when it'll help, like double damage stuff. But no, other times I got it.
It's for everything else. Hey, I remember this time though. So Maxwell, how does it feel to be poisoned? Do you like that? Are you digging it?
Poisoned. Alright.
Yes,
think-
you are poisoned.
I think I have a thing for this. Alright, I'm poisoned, so everything's at disadvantage, right?
Correct. Your attacks are at disadvantage. Attacks against you are at advantage.
And
Wait.
I think
nope,
my
nope.
moves.
Okay.
I think my movement speed is halved too, right?
No.
Okay.
False. So poison, you just have disadvantage attack rolls and ability checks. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
So
sorry,
attack rolls and
confused
ability
myself.
checks, you said?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
So simple enough.
Alright, thank
And that is the end of its turn. Myra. Yep, no problem. Myra, you are no longer stunned. Back in the action.
I was ready for that. I am. That other one's still like right above me.
Oh yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah.
buzzing. Really annoying.
Big. It's intimidating. With my
Yeah.
size, how dare you be bigger than me? God,
It's literally
rude.
quadruple your size.
rude. First, yeah, and it tried to bite me, which I still take as a bite. So
It did.
I am gonna do 2 unarmed strikes with my bracers on my hands, my knuckles.
Okay.
Get some dice, more dice.
Oh.
All the dice. All right. Oh, those 2 are pretty. I'll use those. Oh, not half bad. A natural 19 on one and a 14 on the other.
The natural 19 does hit.
The 14, I didn't
would-
add. I didn't add my attack bonus or anything yet. That's just what my dice rolled.
Oh yeah, then they'll both hit.
They'll both hit. Okay. I was gonna math it for you, but I figured. Okay.
Yes.
So for those first 2 attacks, is the first one is to be 10 damage for the first one.
Okay.
Ooh, and the other one is 8 for the second one.
Okay.
And then the extra pop house.
Okay. All the
Peck
paps.
me, will ya? Okay. That's a 10, so that one is 19, 21 to hit for the first one,
That hits.
and a 20 for the second one.
That'll also hit.
Roll a 10 and a 9. And then, for my first one, that is 11 bludgeoning for the first one.
Okay.
And the second one, oop, that's cocked. $11 for the second.
Nice. Okay. Myra back in the action, doing some
The
heavy
Papos.
damage to all the papows. Punches, like, jumps up, punches the thing in its face, almost breaking its beak for a moment. It snaps its neck, and then you just, like, 2 knees to the gut, and then 1 more uppercut as you drop down, like, 3-point land. It's terrible for your knees, but you did it.
I am I did a flip on my way down, thank you, sir. So and I have slow fall. Like, I'm fine.
Right.
I'm fine.
Fair. Fine. Fair enough.
Yeah, I fall slow.
Is that your turn?
That will be my turn.
Okay. Maxwell. You are up. And you take 9 points of poison damage.
Okie dokie. Do I have a clear shot at it with my bow? Or wait, how far up is it on the pole? It's 20 feet up, right?
No, it's 10 foot in the air.
Oh,
Like
10 feet.
it's yeah, so it's like 5 feet away from you. You're in melee with it.
Okay. I'm the only one in melee with it. Can I bonus action try and
Wouldn't I be in
Valen.
melee with it?
Yeah, Pendragon is also in melee with it,
Oh,
and
okay.
Valen was also in melee with it.
All right, dope. I thought I had a misunderstanding there. Sorry. Okay. I'm gonna draw out my rapier and take a stab slash at this motherfucker.
Okay.
Alrighty. And I have disadvantage. I rolled 2 10s, so that's gonna be a 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
Okie dokie. Perfect. And that's 5. 9 initial, and then sneak attack is 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 for sneak.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look at Pendragon and go, remember that one time when we were in training with having to drink the poison? This is what's reminding me of that time.
And you always drank the poison.
We had to! It's what Master said to do. And that's gonna end my turn.
Okay. Alright, so it is this one's turn that just got papowed by Monk.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna let out a screech because now it's pissed off. I need all of you to make Constitution saving throws, please.
God damn it.
Loud ass
have-
inky motherfuckers.
I have disadvantage with this, right? I just want to make sure.
No, you don't.
Okay, thank you.
Oh no.
I got a 9. I'm going to use my inspiration to re-roll
Sure.
that, if that's okay. It's another 9.
Oh no.
Don't you have resistance to magical effects?
I'm not a Yanti.
Oh no, that's a charm.
Yep.
I just did that with my monk shit too. I was like, I'm resistant against this, and it's like,
Yeah,
oh
this
no.
isn't a charm or a fear effect, correct?
No, unfortunately.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay. So I'll go down the line. Ainslee, you said you had a 9.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. All right. Pendragon.
I got an 11.
Okay. Myra.
I'm kind of sketch on this one. A 14.
Okay. Maxwell.
14 also.
Okay. And Valen.
You got this, Valen.
I'm sorry, I was in the other room. What are we checking?
Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
Another screech.
no.
From the one I'm fighting this time.
21.
Okay. So Pendragon. Oh, yeah, Pendragon and Ainslee, unfortunately, are stunned until the end of this thing's turn.
I've literally not been able to do anything at all this entire combat, and it really sucks.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to play.
You take your dice outside
How
and
they
you
do
tell
me.
them what they've been doing wrong to you. I think they need a timeout.
Spank 'em.
They hate me today.
Go take them outside.
Stern talk.
You need to take them outside and they need to have a stern talking to. Yeah. It's time.
So Pendragon and Ainslee, you are both after this creature. You're both stunned. So, back to the top of the round. Valen,
Man.
let's talk some zombies.
After seeing this other fucker try to take on again and stun my party, I'm going to be like, come on! And other one's on the ground, correct?
It's still floating, but it's bleeding heavy. It is not happy, I'll tell you that.
I'm going to I feel like I should finish this one off first. I don't think I'm going to be able to kill it. 3 attacks on the one that I'm currently that was attacking originally.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about me. You got it.
Okay. The first attack, which is a natural 19 for a 26 to hit.
Does hit.
The second attack for a natural 20 for a 27 to hit.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage. Let's see how much you do first.
This time with piercing damage, please and thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, you know I mistakenly hit the 2 attack bonus and it got another natural 20, so just solidify that point. First 19 was 4 damage. The second one 7 damage.
7 was crit, so 14.
Correct.
So you pierce this through this thing's head, and the brain sticks to the tip of the spear and pulls out the other side, and it's kind of just sitting there. And they pull the spear out, and the brain drops with the body just outside of it, though. So it's very good.
Oh shit. Oh shit. And I'm gonna, with my bonus action, I'm going to command my spear to float from me and attack the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm going to attack. There's a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Get near 7.
7. Nice. Are you seeing its friend fall, and then the spear come at it and pierce through its leg? It drops. Like, it just goes into a moment of shock. Ainslee and Pendragon are no longer stuck. Okay.
My movement, I was going to walk over to my spear to basically meet my double.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. Gotta bring you there. Okay. Myra.
I'm gonna give Valen a fucking thumbs up as he walks by, because now it's down on the ground, and I'm just gonna womp on its face.
Yes, give
Okay.
it a good whomping.
Yeah. Okay, so for my first 2 strikes, 22 on my first one. Ugh, and
Hits.
16 on my second.
Hits.
Oh, they both hit? Dope.
Yep.
Okay, so the damage on my first one? 12. Bludgeoning damage for my first one.
Okay.
For the second one, 3. 10 for my second.
Okay.
And I'm just going to do it again. I just imagine her just like, you're done.
Fists in the air, just.
That's exactly like just, right on top. Okay, so for my first one was a 10, so that is an 18.
That hits.
And the other one was a 14, so I'm sure that hits without the math.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, my first attack is 13 bludgeoning, and my second is 11 bludgeoning.
Nice. Okay. This thing is bruised and beaten and super sad.
Wait,
Excellent.
it's sad?
I don't know.
I just picture
Oh, no.
Valen as just Myra's just hooking off on it, and it started to get sad. It goes from like, yeah, get him, to like, okay, maybe ease up a little bit. All right, you're hurting him.
I mean, we did just murder its friend right in front of it, so it's only fair that it could be sad.
Wait a second, guys. I don't know how I feel about this.
Too late, we can't turn back now.
You take 10 points of poison damage.
Yep. That moment when you regret taking cure wounds. Alrighty, my turn?
Yes.
Alright. It's again with the rapier, stab, slash. Wait, oh wait, that one's dead, that one's dead. Okay, I'm gonna move over to the other one and stab, slash.
Sure.
With disadvantage. Oh, fuck me. Natural one.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
Should I roll damage for myself?
nope. As you go to flash at it, it happens to, even though it's bruised, it gets a vigor in its eye and manages to dodge out of the way and slash you with the talon, dealing 16 points of slashing damage.
Can I uncanny dodge it?
Yeah.
Hello?
No, not on a natural one. Not on a natural one.
Oh yeah, valid. And you said
Unfortunately.
16?
Yes. Okay. Is that your turn?
Bonus action, try and hide, even though it's at disadvantage.
Okay. It's not a disadvantage.
It's an ability check though, isn't it?
That's a skill check. Ability check is your ability modifiers. So if I
Gotcha.
as for strength, constitution check, things like that.
Gotcha. Okay, my bad. Oh, 17. 27, 28, 30?
Okay. You're as
Okay.
hidden as you believe.
Alrighty.
Okay.
That means my turn.
Okay. It is Future's turn. It's going to attack Myra. Because it's not happy.
Yeah.
So first attack, 19 to hit.
Just hits.
Ooh. Okay. Second attack, 21 to hit.
Yeah.
So you take 8 points of piercing as it hits you with its beak, and then the following talon that just dropped. I don't know where that went. 16 points of slashing from the talon.
Okay.
And that is its turn. The best it can do, just like wild swinging. Pendragon, you're up.
It's in melee with Myra, correct?
Yes,
All
and
right.
Valen, and Maxwell.
And Valen. All right. But I only get one sneak attack, not all three of them, right?
No, just one.
Okay, so I'll need advantage. I'm gonna do it anyway. Bonus action, steady aim. And
Okay.
other one special. Blah. That is what's that one? Okay, 18. Like, 18 plus 12. So that hits. Yeah.
That does hit. Yep.
Okay, so 1d8 plus 3. Wow, really? That's one. So 4 piercing damage, and then my sneak attack. Oh wait, one drop. Ooh. Okay, 1, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 extra piercing damage.
Okay. This thing is on its last. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Ansem, you're up.
Oh, wow, I finally get to do something. Okay, so I'm gonna look at it, and I'm gonna point at it, and I'm gonna say, I am so sick of you making it so I cannot move! And I'm casting Guiding Bolt. Okay, I'm gonna make an attack roll, and hope my dice like me today, or for this.
Okay.
19?
That'll hit.
Oh, cool. So that's gonna be 4d6. It's at the base level of radiant damage. Ooh,
Okay.
nice. 19 radiant damage. And if it survives, we have advantage on the next, or it, let's see, advantage. And the next attack roll made against the target before the end of my next turn has advantage.
Good to know. How does Ainslee want to do this?
Oh, nice. Well, I say that, and it gets struck with this radiant light, and it's like the light goes inside of it, and out of its eyes and its mouth, it just beams out this radiant light as it will into itself and fall to the ground.
And just shrivels and dies in its last moment. It reaches into a pouch in its carapace and goes to start pulling out this green and black bloodied piece of parchment as if it's a letter. It dies.
I'm right on top of it. Can I look at the parchment?
So as you look at the parchment, can you read Infernal? I believe it is.
Absolutely not.
I'm sorry, Abyssal.
Still solid no.
Okay. Good talk.
What's this say?
Yeah,
So
I don't read that. Yeah.
you see like a whole lot of like, you know? That's what it sounds like as you read it in your head.
Jesus Christ. You take my dark vision and now I can't even read?
Right.
No, I will hold it up and like look around at everybody and be like, can anybody read this and like face it outwards?
No.
Oh no, that's unpromising.
Again, can I see that though? I have to touch it.
I will just hand it right over to whoever wants to look at it next.
I'll grab it and cast Comprehend Languages.
Okay. So, as you begin to read this, it says, "Dearest, how I miss thee. It is unfortunate that I have been petrified, and I'm stuck on this plane of horror. James is here. We cannot get out. How I long and yearn for thee, your beloved, Davy."
Fucking Davy at it again in the white flats.
Not
Um, I'd like to take out my true nature crystal and look through it at this wee creature.
Okay.
And I'm also going to look towards the green wall that we saw as well.
Okay. Can you read off the crystal exactly for me, please? I have it in my computer.
Depending on where you are, the direction you face, the specific thing you are looking at through this crystal, it shows you the true nature of the world, a sight beyond normal sight. As an action, you can make an arcana check and you can learn something of what you're looking at. You may get visions of another time or a current event.
So go ahead and make the Arcana check. Yeah, I just wanted to double check that it was a check or not.
Yep. Ooh, okay. Nice. 24. Oh,
What happened to the music?
switch dice.
Okay, nice. As a 24. Oh, that's why. Okay. And you're looking at these creatures?
Mm-hmm.
You learn that they are Vrox.
Rocks.
Yes, Vrock.
Mhm.
You're how they got here. It seems that they were trapped here. You see also the true nature of the letter itself. Um, it said that on the outside. Really, it was just a piece of carapace, and it had cast like essentially like an illusion spell on it, just to express the sadness. These creatures can't actually write or anything, but enough train of thought. And the actual essence of it was more of just like a final flipping the bird, you know, in regret to its death. As you move over to the curtain, um, you know that it is just essentially a massive firewall. It is very potent. It can be dispelled, and you see this similar to the runes that were in the fog you had seen previously. You see another one of those runes. You see it kind of warped in the flame, coming up as this blue energy. And then you see that same rune kind of embedded in the stone on the sides of the walls of the portcullis.
Okay. So I'm gonna look around at everyone and I'm gonna say, well, it seems just as the letter said that these creatures were stuck here. But the letter, it's but an illusion. Like they cannot actually write themselves. And this wall here, there's there's an interesting looking rune on it, or in it, in the flames itself, and I see the same runes there and there on the sides. I point to where I see them. um, I can try again with the spell and the magic, or perhaps we can destroy the walls, and that might destroy the runes as well.
I have a dagger that can destroy stone. If that helps.
Cut a line through the symbol itself. Yes, that sounds ideal.
So I'm going to kind of go up to the wall, like the stone walls, and I'm going to point to Maxwell exactly where I see the rune.
Simple
I'll
enough.
plunge the dagger into it and bring it down.
Okay. Give me a general strength check, please. At this point, the poison has worn off, by the way. So,
Okay.
just a straight roll.
Oh, awesome. Okie dokie. 17, 18, 19?
Yep, that's enough. You manage to plunge it into the stone and pull through and make just a slash through the rune, cutting. Well, you don't see the rune, just a slash through the stone. So, Ainslee, you see the rune itself, kind of separate and then dissipate.
And does the firewall look at least a wee bit weaker?
It sputters for a moment and then goes back.
I think it's working. And I'm gonna go over to the other wall and point to the rune there.
Okay. Maxwell,
I'll
go
do the
ahead and give me
same.
another. Yep, go ahead and give me another strength check.
Alrighty. Oh, that one's not good. 6.
The stone seems to be made of stone or something. It's crazy. Like you just can't penetrate it.
I'm gonna chuckle as I see the dagger just dinked off of it, and I'm gonna chuckle. I'm gonna pat Maxwell on the shoulder and cast a 4th level Cure Wounds, and say,
Wait. Oh, go for it, sorry.
it seems you're feeling a bit weaker for wear. You might need this.
Thank you so much.
That's 27. Healing back to you.
Wow. Oh, whoa, what did I do here? Hang on. 27, you said?
Aye.
Much better. Thank you so much. I'll give you a pat on the shoulder. Shall we try this again?
Aye. And I'm gonna go back over to the wall and point at the rune again.
Okay. Go ahead and give me another strength check.
Here we go. 10.
10.
Yeah. There's apparently the dagger says it cuts through stone with ease, but I would like to disagree with that one.
Oh. I didn't realize the full effect of it. I thought it was just, more effective on stone.
No, it says
well?
dagger crudely made stone blade, leather for handle, mongrel blade can cut through stone with ease without taking damage. 1d6 damage when used.
That changes everything. There's no strength check required, and you cut right through.
Oh, alright. Much better, thank you, Ainslee.
Yeah.
Plus but a fluke.
Just a smidge.
So, as Ainslee, as you watch the rune get cut in half, this time this one goes up in flame and burns away, and you watch the wall just.
It worked.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna
High
put
five.
one. So I'm gonna go up to where the wall. I'll give Maxwell a high five back, and then I'm gonna go up to where the wall was, and I'm gonna put one foot in, and I'm gonna put that foot out, and then I'm gonna put the whole foot in, and I'm gonna shake it all about.
Don't you dare!
And then we do the hokey pokey, and we turn ourselves around.
I
God
the
cough
damn it,
my
Ainslee.
up and sets you on fire, and you die. That's crazy. Like there was no save. You're just dead. You're rotting corpse
fishy hat.
That was
on
that.
the floor.
That was that hokey pokey death. They don't
Death.
talk about that much in D&D, but it's there.
It's there. It
Death by
exists. It's a real
hokey
thing, guys.
Balin walks away. He walks away.
DM, I did want to do
So
something.
I'm gonna put my whole corpse in, and then my whole corpse out.
Honestly, even in death, please stop.
I'm gonna give you. This is gonna be a TPK. This is it, guys. This is.
Wait, I wanted to do something good, God.
Yeah, maybe you get the chance because we got Hokey Pokey over here.
Excuse me, Myra has a gold star today.
I'm actually doing something good.
She gave it to me, by the way.
Oh yeah,
I
she did.
did.
So
I
no, she
did.
doesn't.
I don't have
Okay.
one. I was just gonna say that too. I was like, first off, I gave it away, but I do have something good to do.
Yeah.
So at that, I see that the wall's getting dispelled and things like that. Myra is going to the body that she's near first off. She's a monk. She's like, in hearing that letter, she's going to position the body, put its hands over its stomach, close its eyes, and leave it peacefully. And she will also go over to the other side and do that with the other one as well.
So I'm gonna see her doing this, and I'm gonna say, Myra, it's a quite a funny story, but the letter, it was basically a. Have you ever heard the term flipping the beetle?
Yes, but the sadness I saw from this one, I mean, it can't be all fake. And I don't know, it just feels like the right thing to do. Yeah, and I just leave it alone at that. I don't do anything all extra. Just close their eyes and make them not look contorted or things like that.
For sure. So, as you close their eyes, fold their arms over their chests, and lay them to rest, give them then their funeral rites, this freezing chill of a breeze comes from the east, or the north on this map, heading through and funneling through this small gate portcullis, chilling you to the bone, cutting through these pelts, the thickness, the warmth that you once felt. It pierces into the bone marrow itself. You feel your bones almost splinter and crack, and your joints start to ache as this ominous feeling comes pulling through you. And that's where we're going to cut it for tonight.
Could I have searched the body?
I got a bad
That's
feeling.
crazy, though. Wait, am I in trouble for trying to be a good guy? Wait.
No, you did Soren proud.
I did do Soren proud, if nothing else.
Ominous.
Ominous? What? Why? It's weird.
Oh my god, that's so funny considering like
Just left it. Not trust him.
Considering that like she just did the funeral
High
rites
shot
like
thinks he's a
Soren
fuck.
does for Icewind Dale, and then like so she did the funeral rites, and then we got like the cold come through, just like the winds that are like everlasting.
Oh my god, you're right. It's like the opening to
Frigid
Icewind Dale tomorrow.
Yeah, and it like bleeds
Monday,
into,
Monday,
like,
we're pushing back.
Oh,
We're
to
pushing
Monday.
back
Yes,
to-
Monday this week. Yes. Or
Yep,
for
to accommodate for all the players.
yeah. Oh, I'm so down because I imagine that fucking Laughter dipped into the wine too hard and it's like, hey, Laughter, you want to play these snail races? And Laughter's just like, and it's like, he's like, no, that'll never happen again. And Sakura's standing over him like, I
forgot about that. I forgot about that memo.
I am so
I'm
excited for
doing-
next session. There's so many things in the works. I can't wait for you guys to
Oh.
get to it.
I'm just jazzed for all the sessions,
I'm
frankly.
doing Resident Evil tomorrow, right? Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and
sir.
I will be streaming Magic as well.
Everybody, if you want to hear
Myra on
our
YouTube.
beautiful Pendragon beatbox, save up them nerd bucks,
No,
yo.
don't do that.
I mean, oh, don't
It's
do
only
that.
100 nerd bucks.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
mean, don't do that. We don't purposely
For
save up nerd bucks to make him beatbox. Why would we do that? We're good friends.
for anyone that's not aware, nerd bucks is what we have called or dubbed our channel points, and there's some fun things in there like call Strahd a nerd, where you can insert an insult for us to call Strahd. So basically, if you want one of the characters to die, you can purchase that.
Been there, done
We
that.
have
Bring
things
it.
for
Not on
Pokemon
even footing.
challenges. We have things for Pokemon challenges for our every other Tuesday Pokemon Showdown. You can buy PvPs for the different player characters within our different D&D campaigns, the beatbox, etc., etc. So there's some fun things in there. And if you guys have any ideas for what you would like to see that you could purchase with channel points, feel free to let us know in the chat or in our Discord, which I have just posted into the chat. I don't know, felt like a good time to go over that.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Okay. Well, I hope all of you, all my players, and all of you watching at home or at work if you're working third shifts, however you live your life, I hope you all enjoyed the session. It's one of my I love DMing for this group. It's so much fun. To be sure to stay tuned tomorrow on our Twitch. Like Miguel said, he'll be running Resident Evil tomorrow. As we're switching that and Icewind Dale with Sunday and Monday, and I will be streaming Magic: The Gathering Arena onto YouTube earlier in the day. Probably 2 sessions of it, or at least a couple hours worth of it. So we'll keep posts up with that on our social medias. Be sure to give us a like and a follow if you enjoy our content and look forward to more. Definitely helps support all of us to continue doing what we love and bringing you better and better content. Yeah, we'll be able to upgrade our equipment and things like that. So, that being said, we love you. Thank you all very much. And stay natural, you nerds.
Stay natural,
Stay
you nerds.
natural, you nerd.
Yeah, stay natural, you nerd.
Yeah, nerds.
Nerds. Alrighty.